Equivalent ratios. Oh, that's why we sounded the alarm, people. Equivalent ratios. Big ticket item here. So, because it's such a big ticket item, we start off with more of a visual. And I will have to say, to this day, I still use the visual from time to time. All right? When I am out and I've got to make a decision when I'm purchasing something and I'm using a ratio to figure out what do I need, I rely on the visual. So it's a good thing to end up doing here. So we got our friend the tape diagram. Now, remember, the tape diagram is just a visual to kind of, reinforce the setup of what's going to happen. Whoa. Most of you cringe when you hear that tape diagram phrase. But like I said, we get it to set it up, and then within a few lessons, we're going to be with our friend the algorithm. Now, the algorithm, in general, we're going to hear that word a lot too, because it's the switching away from the visual and being more mathematically sound. All right? It's all good things, people. Let's do this here. So, the big thing that we want to keep in mind is when we're given a ratio, we simply use a tape diagram based on the boxes. So, they separate theirs here. And I'm not a fan of that because you're going to see later on down the road why we're going to want them together. So, when you do your tape diagrams, it says we've got a ratio here of Mel's ribbon, all right, of Shannon's ribbon to Mel's ribbon. It's 7-3. So, I want to see the 7 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then the 3, we want it right up against it. So you want to make sure that they are lining up. Don't slide to the left. All right. Don't crisscross. All right. Right on top of each other. So those first 3 boxes do match up. So that's a key thing. I also am going to encourage you to label right away. Put the S out there for Shannon, the M out there for Mel. I know this because of the order. Shannon's name came first, the 7 came first. So those are things we want to do automatically when we see a ratio and we're going to do some of this. Let's get the tape diagram down and let's label it. All right, so it says now in part B here that what if Shannon had 14 inches of ribbon? How many inches of ribbon would Mel have? All right, so Shannon has the 14. Shannon has the 14. So when I go to my picture, I'm going to put the 14 with Shannon. All right? So now the goal of every single tape diagram is to figure out how much one box is worth. And that's what it's saying right there. All right? What is 1 unit? That box is 1 unit. So if you've got 14, but you have to share it between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boxes. Now, actually, I didn't have to count the boxes because I used the information from the ratio there that said it was 7-3. But again, if I want to. So take the 14, divide it up between the 7 boxes, and hey, when you do 14 divided by 7, you do get a 2. All right? So I know that each box is worth 2 units. So when they ask me things like, hey, all right, how much is Mel going to have? Well, we figured out that each box is worth 2 units. So you can label your 2s that are there if you want, or at the same time realize, hey, I got a 2, and a 2. We could add or repeat addition, also known as multiplication. So 2 times 3 is 6. Hey, there's where our 6 is coming from. All right? So that's the thing that we're after. The labeling, and then how much is each box worth? That's what we're going to see over and over again. All right, so here we go. We got Mason and Laney here in exercise 2, which I guess is the same as example 2. Although they are running laps, so it would make more sense that it's an exercise to go along with it. All right? All right, it wasn't that funny of a joke, but okay. Hey, so, all right, I see my ratio, 2-3. So I know I need 2 boxes. I know I need 3 boxes. Vroom, vroom. Again, the boxes don't need to be the same size, but those first 2 will match up, so they will be the same size as who's above and below each other. All right, keep things in order. We talked about Mason first, Laney second. All right? So, down below here, part B, because it asked me to draw my tape diagram. All right? And, oh, wait, they told me Mason ran 4 miles. Let's label it right there. Let's label it right there. Mason ran 4. All right, so I got to take 4 and I got to divide it up between the two boxes. One of the things that you're going to see is that fraction bar to mean division. That's going to be another kind of repeat big thing that you're going to see moving forward. We don't really use this division sign as we climb higher in our math skills. It's more of an elementary school thing there. So, hey, I know each box is worth 2 because 4 divided by 2 is 2. We want to know how much did Laney run. Well, if each box is worth 2, hey, matched up from that answer before, 2 times 3, we end up getting 6. So 6 miles. There we go. Always circle answer because now the work is starting to pop up. All right, so now if Laney ran 930 meters, okay, so we're still using the exact same tape diagram because it's part of the same question. All right, Laney ran 930. So this time we're going to go to where Laney is at, and we're going to put up the 930. Now, I need to share 930 with the 3 boxes. So if you want, you could do some division. That's here. Your good friend, the forgiveness method, is nice to end up using here. I'm going to say 300 because 3 times 300 is 900. All right, and then I'm going to use a 10. 3 times 10 gives me my 30. So because of that, hey, I'm done. I got nothing left over. So altogether, a 30 and a 10 would make 310. Okay, but remember, that's how much each box is worth. I got 2 boxes, 310 each. So a 310 and a 310, we could do some mental math here. Hey, 620. I was going to say miles, and I was thinking, wait a second, that's a lot to be running that's there, all right? There we go, people. So label, figure out how much each box is worth, and then solve that question. That's what we'll kind of be seeing over and over again here. So the last part here that we're going to finish up with is this phrase of being equivalent, which means they're same. What ratios can we say are equivalent to 2 to 3? Well, it's what we ended up using there. So the fact of the 620 to 930. And again, I'm using like the answers to the problems or what was given to me. So that's an equivalent ratio. The other one that we ended up having was from part A, which was the 4 to the 6. Mel had 4. We figured out Laney had 6. Order's important here. So again, I don't want to say the 6 to the 4 because the entire time we've been talking about Laney second and Mel first. So I got to put Mel's numbers first. All right, people, there you go. There's more, but hey, I think we got it. We will see you guys